So this is our pig, and the skin is very pink and wrinkly, as you can see over here. And there's also hair everywhere. On the chin, on the legs, on the arms, and on the sides.
The liver is the biggest thing.
The length of our pig is 33 centimeters.
Okay, I'm just going to write it down.
And we put it laying down with arms and legs wide open.
Reduces bile. Okay, can you read that?
Our pig is a female
Reduces
because
bile.
you can tell because over here you can see that is
Just remember that.
female part, the vagina.
Glucagon. Wait, just say. Glucagon and insulin.
So here are some of the structures of the pig. So this is the arm.
Kidney.
Here we can see the wrist, which is part of the arm. It's sturdy and it helps the pig move. Here's the shoulder over here. And this is the whole body the pig's body puts pressure on the shoulders. Here are the digits of the pig's arm, and they're basically equivalent to like our fingers or like a horse's hooves. And so there's the thoracic and the abdominal cavity. So from the diaphragm, this is the diaphragm, to the head. This is the thoracic cavity, and on the other half is the abdominal cavity. Okay. So this is the digestive system, and here's our the pig's mouth. So this is the tongue. This is the hard palate. And behind the hard palate over here is the beginning of the soft palate. So the hard palate has, it's bumpy, it has like lots of ridges, while the soft palate is smooth. And so food goes through the digestive system like this. So it starts in the mouth, and it goes into the esophagus, which you can see over here. So this is the esophagus, and food goes through that, and then it ends up in the stomach. The stomach is the soft bag over here, and this is the liver over here, and next to the liver is the stomach is the pancreas, which is like, it looks like the stomach, but it's harder like the liver. And then there's these are the intestines. So over here, these are the large intestines, and these ones are the small intestines. And there's, as you can see, there's no food in the stomach or intestines because, see, this is a fetal pig. So before it died, then it got its nutrients from its mother. So that's why it didn't have anything in the stomach or the intestines.
And the esophagus, as you saw before, over here, it guides food down to the stomach, and then the stomach, over here, as you can see, it's really squishy. It holds up all the food and digestion occurs. And the liver, this green blob over here, it regulates blood. The pancreas is a bit harder, and it produces digestive juices and enzymes. The small intestine is where digestion is completed, and the large intestine, which they're all over here, it maintains liquid fluid and keeps it balanced. And the rectum is down there, and it's a tube, and it's the last part of the digestive system before releasing waste.
So now moving on to the respiratory system. This is the diaphragm. It's like the barrier between both cavities, and it's right under the lungs over here. And basically the diaphragm, it pushes against the lungs and helps the pig to breathe. So over here, you can see this part over here is the trachea. It's rigid and hard, and it has like little ribs, and it feels like this because it has like the ribs to protect the airway and stuff. And so here, these are the lungs. They're around the heart. They're soft and they're kind of purpley.
So the lungs are on both sides of the heart, which is this right here, and it keeps homeostasis by regulating oxygen. And the diaphragm is the barrier between the cavities, and the muscles contract and retract as you breathe. And then the trachea is over here. It's like rigid, and it's the main tube that goes into the lungs from the back.
So this is the circulatory system. This is the heart over here. It's located next to the lungs. This positioning is important because it's in the middle of the lungs, so it can bring blood to the lungs. And there's also lots of blood vessels, so we can see like some in the inside, and then like some over here, and like some at the bottom over here. And the circulatory system is very important in mammals because it gives blood to all the organs in the body, and it keeps homeostasis by keeping the blood flow balanced. So the largest blood vessel in the circulatory system is the aorta. You can see it over here. And it gives oxygenated blood to the entire circulatory system.
In the heart, it includes the right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, and left ventricle, all along, everywhere. The coronary artery supplies the heart with blood and branches from the aorta, which is on the top. And the superior vena cava is over here. There's a little hole right there. And the inferior vena cava is right over here. Right there. And it brings blood from the lower body to the atrium. And the renal artery and vein. The renal artery supplies the kidney with blood, and the renal vein carries blood filtered by the kidney. Oh, we got right here. So these are the kidneys. There's one over here, and then on the other side, one over here. And if the kidneys stopped functioning properly, blood will not filter properly, and that leads to possible death.
So the structures of the urinary and reproductive system are the kidneys. They're over here again. So here's one, and here's the other side. These filter the blood and they osmoregulate. And this tube over here is the ureter. It connects the kidneys to the bladder, and urine passes through here. And this over here, this is the bladder, which stores urine and allows urination to occur, so it releases liquid waste. So now onto the endocrine system. The purpose of the endocrine system is that it creates hormones and contains important glands that are required for reproduction and growth.
The thyroid over here, it absorbs iodine and releases hormones. And the spleen, which is this flappy thing right here, it regulates blood and produces red blood cells and is the most explosive organ